What is going on, everybody? Welcome back to the channel. Welcome back to another video. Today we're going to be talking about the Royal Rumble. It is actually a couple hours away from this video being posted. Um, so let's just go ahead and dive right into it. From what I am gathering, there is only like 4 matches on the card. You have the Undisputed WWE Championship match, both Royal Rumbles, and then the WWE SmackDown Tag Team titles are on the line. So we're going to cover all those. We're going to do my predictions, and then I'll give you guys my thoughts on who might win or what's going to happen, and then I'll try and figure out a way I can stream this later on. I don't really know how I'm going to do that. I won't be able to do it up here. I'm going to have to probably go downstairs and watch it, and then try and figure out how to do it from there. Because my wife has to go to sleep for work, so I'm not trying to be up here streaming and bothering her and all that stuff. So, like I said, I'm going to try and figure out a way I can stream it, just so you guys can get my live reactions on like what's happening, who won, entrances wise for the Royal Rumbles, and just my all-in-all thoughts on the whole pay-per-view. Another thing, if you guys want to keep seeing more content like this, then I am actually thinking about bringing it back. I used to do this a long time ago. I used to do prediction videos. I used to do them with my brother Austin. Me and him would go back and forth doing predictions and stuff. It was pretty cool. And then we would do, I would normally do the after show report. So like I would go through and talk about what happened during this match, who won, so on and so forth. So like that's what I used to do. I used to do it for Raw and SmackDown too, but that's just too much for me to dive back into. So I think I'm gonna just stick to the predictions for pay-per-views, and I'll do the after show report on pay-per-views as well. Okay, so yeah, if you go on and enjoy this video, make sure to leave a like on the video, subscribe to the channel if you are new, make sure to turn on the bell for future videos and streams, because I do both. So with that being said, let's hop into my 2025 WWE Royal Rumble PLE predictions. Alright, so first things first, from what I'm gathering, is we're going to probably kick off with the Undisputed WWE Championship ladder match. It's going to have the WWE Championship and the Winged Eagle Championship hanging above the ring. Just because Kevin Owens thinks that he is the rightful champion. Ever since Saturday Night's main event, or even way before that, after Cody Rhodes betrayed him. However you guys want to say it, Kevin Owens is just thinking that he's a champion. So they came up with a bright idea to have a ladder match with both championships hanging above the ring. So it's going to be a winner take all. So whoever climbs the ladder first and grabs down both championships is the rightful winner. So I think, it's going to be a good match. I mean, Kevin Owens puts on good matches. Cody Rhodes puts on good matches. And I like them both, actually. But I think with what happened on the premiere show of Monday Night Raw going to Netflix, after we saw Roman Reigns become the one true OTC, and getting the Ula follow back and stuff like that, I honestly believe somewhere they are going to they're going to have Roman somewhere, and he's going to try and get the championship back from Cody. So my prediction for this ladder match is I have Cody Rhodes retaining, making it all the way to possibly WrestleMania, just to lose it to Roman Reigns, just like he won it against Roman Reigns at the last year's WrestleMania. My goodness. So so that's my thoughts on that. I have Cody Rhodes winning that match, retaining the championship, and then going on to WrestleMania and possibly facing Roman Reigns. Okay, so now we're on to the next portion of the show. I'm going to go ahead and cover both the 30-man and 30-woman Rumble matches in this part of the video. Excuse me. So yeah, as you guys know, in the past we had obviously Raw, NXT, well, some NXT, and then SmackDown Superstars. So also legends and stuff like that come into the men's and women's Rumble matches, and then as also we've had Nia Jax enter the men's Rumble. Then a long time ago, if you guys remember Karma, I'm pretty sure she came into the men's match. Beth Phoenix came into the men's match. So there's been a lot of surprise entrances between both Rumbles. But the fact that the men's match involved female was pretty cool. But speaking of the men's match, so we're gonna get into it here. So the match card, the normal match is already stacked. Just with a few names that I'm about to mention for you guys. We have John Cena, who is on his farewell tour. This is his last year. So after WrestleMania, he's going to be retiring. He's going to be probably not stepping away from WWE. He's probably going to be there as like a coach or something on the side to help with probably up and coming stars and stuff like that. He's probably going to be doing something like that. He's not going to be in the ring like doing what he normally does. So yeah, we have John Cena on his farewell tour. Seth freaking Rollins, who is a former Rumble winner and main eventer of WrestleMania and stuff like that, former champion, so that's going to be good. Braun Breaker, who is an up-and-coming star, who's currently an Intercontinental Champion right now. The OTC Roman Reigns, the official and only Tribal Chief ever. So, like I was saying in the first match, when I gave my predictions on that, I honestly feel like somehow, some way they're going to make, or not make, but they're going to have Roman be a part of WrestleMania somehow, and I honestly feel like it's going to involve him versus Cody for the championship. And I think, in my opinion, I think they're probably going to give it back to Roman, but I don't know. I mean, they can make Cody stay champion for 2 WrestleManias from now. I don't know, but yeah. So you have Roman Reigns. Yeah, there's Drew McIntyre, CM Punk. There's just so many more that I could probably mention that would be in that Rumble, but for my prediction as to who will last 29 other superstars and go on to WrestleMania 41 in the main event, I don't know. It's hard to say because the obvious choice to choose is John Cena. You want him to go out with a big, a big win, and John is probably one of my favorites. But that, like I said, that's the obvious choice. That's the obvious person that you would want to win. And I don't see WWE doing that. Like they obviously know that John Cena is going to be retiring, but I don't see them giving him a big win like this. Like he might come down to the final 4 or so, but I don't actually see him winning. Even though, as much as I would love to see John Cena win the Rumble and automatically get to the main event of WrestleMania, I don't foresee it happen because he did also kind of hint towards like he's going to be at the Chamber and I think a couple other pay-per-views before WrestleMania. So I don't know. We'll see. So yeah. So now that we got that out of the way, though, like I was saying in the beginning, though, the Royal Rumble features Raw, SmackDown, NXT, Legends, and then now with WWE and TNA having this partnership for a couple years or whatever, I'm gonna go ahead and name off a few surprise entrances that we might see from TNA, or possibly like free agents from AEW. I don't know. I'm just gonna hardball it. I mean, I don't think there's really any free agents from AEW, but I'm not even gonna mention any names from there. But I'm just throwing that out there that there be um, might be some. I don't know. But yeah, so we have that TNA and WWE partnership. That's, I think, a 3-year contract or something like that. I can't remember. Um, so just imagine the pop and reaction and um, how crazy the 65,000 fans are going to go if, in fact, Dolph Ziggler / Nick Nemeth not only make their return to the WWE, but also be a part of the Royal Rumble. I think that would be crazy because obviously Nick had to depart from WWE a couple years ago. But if they, and honestly, like with with WWE and TNA having this contract, like WWE can't really say no to having a certain star in the show. Like if TNA offers Nick to be like, hey, can he go? Like, I feel like WWE can't say no because they have that contract. So I mean, I don't know. I mean, I don't really know how it works. I honestly don't really care. I'm just proud about it because like most of the guys that went from WWE to TNA, I'm a big fan of. So you have Nick Nemeth, like I said, Dolph Ziggler. Um, you have Matt and Jeff Hardy. I'm a big Jeff Hardy guy. So I have always been a fan of Jeff Hardy. So like you have the Hardy Boys. Um, oh yeah, and then you have AJ Francis, who was a part of WWE as Top Dollar and um, Hit Row. Like there's just so many like um, there's just so many former WWE people that are now contracted from TNA with WWE. I guess I don't know. But anyway, so yeah, I think there's gonna be so I think there's gonna be quite a few TNA guys that we're gonna see in the Rumble this year because they just said that it's gonna be the biggest Rumble of all time. So I'm pretty stoked about that. So honestly, yeah, I do kind of see possibly some TNA people coming into tonight's show. Uh, but we'll just see what happens. So with that being said, though, as for my pick, um, yeah, I don't. I honestly just like thought of a name, um, because it's hard to pick for the Rumble because you never know what's going to happen. You don't know. You really don't know who is like the order. Obviously, I mean it's just obviously just the way it goes. Um, so the person that I picked, I mean, they could come out at number one and then not make it. So it's hard. So I mean I didn't just think of this person. I actually put a little bit of thought into it before I wrote it down. Before I wrote down my notes. Um, but I think he would rightfully deserve this. I mean he's a good champion. He's been a United States champion. Like he's actually um, I'm pretty sure he's on his way in my universe mode to win a championship or like getting an opportunity or something like that. I don't know. I'm not sure. I'd have to look. But yeah, he's he's definitely main contender championship material. So he is definitely ready for the World Heavyweight Championship or the Undisputed Championship. Like, he is ready for that because he ended up facing Bray Wyatt a long time ago. Whenever Bray was a champion, he faced Roman Reigns a couple times. Like, I think he is ready for the main push that he deserves to go after the big one. Um, so with that being said, the person that I picked to win the men's Royal Rumble this year is LA Knight. Like I said, I could be wrong. I could completely be wrong about every single pick that I've thrown out there to you guys already. But I honestly think like he deserves it. Like he does deserve this Rumble win. He does deserve to get a shot at WrestleMania. I mean, LA Knight is a good star, and he's not called the megastar for no reason. He's called a megastar for a reason. Um, and they've been giving him a good push, and I liked what they were doing with him from what I was able to see. You know, I can't really watch wrestling every single week except for on Netflix with Running at Raw, but like I've liked what I've been seeing so far with LA Knight and the feuds and stuff that he's in. I think he's currently trying to go back after Shinsuke for the United States Championship in real life. Um, but yeah, so that's who I have winning the men's rumble. Like I said, I could be completely wrong, but it's my prediction, so it is what it is. But yeah, so I have LA Knight winning the 2025 men's rumble match and main eventing WrestleMania 41. All right, now it is time for the women's rumble side of things. Um, like I was just saying about the men's match, you're gonna have Raw, SmackDown, NXT legends. Like in the past, we've seen Kelly, Melina, Michelle McCool, Lita. I think Trish came in a couple. Like she came in like a couple years. So yeah, there's a lot of legends that have. Beth Phoenix came in. There's been a lot of legends that made their surprise returns and stuff like that. I think it's gonna be the same thing though. We're gonna have obviously NXT stars to try and get the feel like what the spotlight's like to be on the main roster pay per view and stuff like that. And then with the TNA contract, I feel like we're gonna have a couple or a few um, TNA women superstars in the match as well. Um, so I ain't gonna go into a big spiel with the women's match like I did with the men's, but I'm just gonna go ahead and say I'm gonna go out on a limb though, and I'm going to I think I'm gonna go with somebody who yeah, she's done great on NXT and I like her work. Um, but I think honestly she's done all that she can accomplish there. So I think it would be perfect for her to get that move up to the main roster. Um, and get that big opportunity here at the Rumble later on tonight. And I'm gonna say I actually did put some thought into this one. I put some thought into who I wanted to win this Rumble. But like I said, this pick could probably be like not even close. So I chose Roxanne Perez. Um, like I said, I mean, I don't know. I mean, she could, if she wanted to, she can go after the Women's North American Championship. She can get, she can be in a tag team with probably Cora Jade or something and go after the women's tag team titles. But she's already been, I think, a 2 or 3 time NXT Women's Champion. So for her to go up, I feel like she'd be going down because the NXT title is the main championship for NXT. So yeah, I honestly feel like that Roxanne has done about everything that she can accomplish there on NXT. So I think it's time for her to get that that rise up to the main roster, and I think she'll do great things. So, yeah, I have Roxanne Perez winning the 2025 Women's Royal Rumble match and headlining and going on to WrestleMania. Um, yeah, I mean that's who I got. So for the Rumble matches, it's LA Knight and then Roxanne Perez. So now we're on to the last match. All right. So the last match, I'm gonna assume. I mean, it could be flip flop too. We could have the tag team title match kick off Rumble and then end off with the men's, or not men's, but with the Undisputed Championship. I don't know, but so in the main event of what I would presume is the main event, we're going to have the WWE SmackDown Tag Team titles is going to be DIY defending their titles against the Motor City Machine Guns in a 2 out of 3 falls match. I don't know. Like I said, it's possible they could be main eventing the show or they could be kicking off the show. I don't really know how. I don't really know. This is just the order that I found it because when I was doing my notes and stuff, that's how I found it. It was start off with the ladder match, men's match, women's match, and then the tag team match. So I've seen them kind of do that stuff in the past, but then it was flip flop whenever the show actually started. So like say it was in that order, well then the tag team match would kick off the Rumble, and then it would have the men's or women's match, and then it would have the main title in the main event. So I don't know. However they do it is how they do it. I'm just going by what the order I found it in. So that's what we got. So yeah, so we have the WWE Tag Team Titles match. It's gonna be a 2 out of 3 falls. It's gonna be DIY, Tommaso Ciampa and Johnny Gargano versus the Motor City Machine Guns, Alex Shelley and Chris Sabin. Boy, oh boy. I am a fan of both of these teams. I found out about TNA a long, long time ago. Before it actually went to Impact Wrestling, and Black and Blue and stuff like that. I've been a fan of TNA for a long time, like a very long time. I couldn't tell you how long it's been, but I am a fan of TNA. I'm a fan of everything that they were about, the extremeness, the just everything. I mean, Robert Roode, James Storm, Abyss, RVD, uh, Suicide, who is formerly known as Manic, Sting, AJ Styles, Samoa Joe whenever he was there, Jeff Hardy, Matt Hardy, um, Christian Cage was even there a long time ago whenever I first started watching it. Like there's so many names that I grew up on within, like from WWE that went to TNA. Kurt Angle, like there's a lot. So and then that's when I found out about Motor City Machine Guns because they did have obviously their tag team wrestling stuff too. So I'm a big fan of MCMG. So I'm really happy that they are in that they are in the WWE. And they even won their first tag team championship on SmackDown whenever they defeated the Bloodline a couple months ago. So they already have a tag team title win under the belt. Then we go from MCMG from TNA to NXT and DIY. The Black and Gold NXT, might I add, not 2.0 or not NXT Platinum or Dark or whatever it's called now for the CW. I don't know. Black and Gold, the very first NXT, not the first NXT, because the very first NXT was supposed to be like a game show within WWE, right? I don't know, but no. Yeah. So the one that we had whenever Bailey and Sasha were there, um, Aleister Black, Adam Cole, Undisputed Era, like that NXT, the Black and Gold NXT. That's whenever I found out about DIY. And then I watched it for a little while. Then they had their split. Tommaso Ciampa attacked Johnny. Johnny attacked Tommaso. Blah 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 blah. They both had banger matches with each other. So like both of these teams, I am rightfully a big fan of, and the fact that they're going to be now having a 2 out of 3 falls match, and they're going to burn the building to the ground. So hopefully this is the main event, because if it's not, the Rumbles, and the Undisputed title match probably have a hard time keeping up. So they better hope that this is the main event, because boy oh boy, there ain't gonna be nothing left of the building by the time these people get done. But yeah, so I'm a big fan of both these teams. As for my prediction though, I'm gonna give it to MCMG. I'm gonna give it to the Motor City Machine Guns, Alex Shelley and Chris Sabin. Because it's gonna be a banger match regardless. Like I honestly couldn't choose a team. I actually had to get on my phone and do a fucking wheel decide and put whatever team it lands on is who I picked, because like I couldn't choose. But yeah, I after thinking about though, I would like to see MCMG get the titles back and have a good title run together. So we'll see how that goes. I don't really know. But yeah, so let's go ahead and do a recap of everything before we end this video. So we have Cody Rhodes and Kevin Owens for the Undisputed WWE Championship, and the ladder match is going to be for the title, and for the Winged Eagle, I have Cody retaining. For the Men's Rumble, I have LA Knight. Yeah. For the Women's Rumble, I have Roxanne Perez. And then for the WWE Tag Team titles, I have the Motor City Machine Guns winning the titles back. So yeah, if you guys agree with my list, if you guys don't agree with my list, let me know who would you choose out of all the matches. I'd like to get your guys' thoughts, and opinions and stuff like that. Like I said, it's just predictions. It's not. I'm just doing this for fun. So I don't want you guys going into the comments saying that my predictions suck and that I'm, whatever. We don't need that. We don't need that here. Guys, just keep your nasty comments to yourself and everything like that. So yeah, if you guys did enjoy this video, make sure you guys leave a like, subscribe to the channel if you're new. Turn on that bell for future videos and streams, as I do both, like I was saying in the beginning of this video, and I'll catch you guys on the next one.